Place of War is a global organisation that uses arts and creativity as a tool for positive social change. The COVID-19 outbreak and subsequent lockdown has had a devastating impact on some of the most vulnerable communities in the global south. The grassroots cultural change makers we have been working with have transformed their organisations during the pandemic to support their local communities, and this is some of their stories.
Hello, I'm Shadi Mashabe. I'm from Lebanon and I am a Lebanese activist and co-founder of Utopia organization. Usually work on community engagement and advocacy activities. We do different sort of community service programs in the different areas, and at the same time work on advocacy through using creative art to advocate for the Lebanese priorities and needs. 2020, the COVID-19 crisis started in the country. There was several measurements from the Lebanese government, but on health level, but on socio-economic level, there was no support from the Lebanese government to the poor families. We got funds from In Place of War to support several hundred families in food boxes. We distributed those food boxes in the poorest city in the Mediterranean. It's called Tripoli, Lebanon.
بقدر اشتغل بس انا في عندي 3 اولاد بقلب البيت صغار بده مين يدير بالهم عليهم. هذا الشيء صعب كثير علي، يعني ما بقدر اترك اولادي انا واروح اشتغل للطعميه، وهذا اللي مضايقني وما عم بقدر طعميهم.
What effect does the COVID-19 have on you? Because you say it's making the people sick around there and that you can't live like that. There's never enough food in the house, so that's why she comes still here.
The Cape Flats is a gang-affected area of Cape Town with huge unemployment and all living in extreme poverty. There is no food provision for children in the Cape Flats, especially during the pandemic. Ralph Bowers has set up 10 community kitchens feeding over 3,000 children every day. Our Cape Flats changemakers have also been working on creating positive recreational spaces alongside the young people.
In Lavender Hill, and we are the guardians of the National Treasure, and we're busy with the transformation and the upliftment of this community, and we're busy sort of making the spaces where the kids are playing a little bit better, more positive spaces. Come and have a look. Jungle gym, so that we can have more positive spaces in this community. So, hello kiddies, hello children. So thank you so much.
Camión 350, una planta eléctrica de 6.5 kVA, 20 litros de gasolina, un DJ, un maestro de ceremonia, cámaras y acción.
As well as feeding their communities, we've also seen our changemakers provide for their communities in other, more creative ways. Arts organisation Tuna El Fuerte have created Radio Verdura, a mobile sound system and radio station which travels the streets playing music and sharing messages over the sound system from loved ones across the community, helping people feel less isolated in a city where most families live in 19-storey tower blocks.
Hi there, my name is Valeria Duque. I'm a member of Elemento Legal. We are an artistic and cultural group in Medellin City, Colombia. We have a trajectory of 12 years now, but basically our main activities are located in El Faro.
Este barrio está a partir de 1995 y es creado por personas que vienen víctimas del desplazamiento de otras partes de Colombia.
Hay mucha gente que quizás no tiene un trabajo estable, que viven de un trabajo del diario. Entonces si hoy trabajan, quizás si mañana si se enferman hoy, mañana no pueden ir a trabajar, entonces ese día lo perdieron, no van a tener plática.
Elemento Ilegal are a community organisation using hip-hop as a tool of social change in the gang-affected community of Comuna 13, Medellin, Colombia. We've seen organisations that are used to running hip-hop dance classes, graffiti workshops and hip-hop production classes come together to completely transform what they're doing and to feed their communities in a time where their community is facing starvation.
one of the most important things that the quarantine brought to our team, to our group, and it's reflected how strong the relationship that we have as a group with the community, and how the community itself learned that solidarity makes life easier and better.
I am Adrián Sabogal, leader of Marimbea. Marimbea is an organization based here in Colombia, and we work with Afro-Colombian communities from the Pacific Coast. We design cultural experiences for anybody who wants to approach to their beautiful culture, and we do it through music. The way we help these communities of the Pacific Coast is by providing them, creating a collaborative network worldwide for helping them to grow their cultural businesses.
Esto que está aquí, que ustedes me han traído, que me han mandado, yo lo invierto en mi trabajo, porque yo como trabajo con mi marisco y yo compro mi canastica de pez y de ahí estoy vendiendo y lo que me va quedando, mi ganadita para comer. Compro mi libra de arroz, mi platanito, mi coco, mi aceite, bueno.
The COVID times has brought different problems in the community. We had the opportunity to create a festival in which we promote these artists, and we get to pay them and to support the older musicians in the towns of the Pacific Coast. So that's the way we have been helping in these difficult times.
The name is Sizwe Sasim Tokwe. Some people know me as DJ World Effect. I'm a DJ, an aspiring producer.
In Soweto, South Africa, we've seen our partners Trackside Creative, before COVID-19, running as a cultural and event space and recording studio, come together to form Loafing Around, a pop-up community bakery supplying their local area with bread deliveries. Frecuencia is a hip-hop organisation in El Salvador that during the COVID-19 crisis has transformed itself into a community kitchen, distributing food parcels to vulnerable families.
Soy piedra en el camino.
For In Place of War, the pandemic has highlighted the role of civil society in a time of extreme crisis. It's demonstrated the resourcefulness, resilience and responsiveness of our network of creative change makers in these challenging times. Each has responded to the specific needs of their communities, using creative leadership to save lives. They are all examples of changing social distancing into social connectivity.